Hey traders, Marcello here, founder of the Day Trading Academy. We're here in our trading center in Medellin, Colombia. This is the space that we use to train guys. The guys in the back that you guys can see working, those are the guys that we fund to be able to trade my money, obviously. Today I'm going to be asking, or I'm going to be responding to all of your questions that you guys had. Just make sure that you guys mark them with hashtag AskMarcello. And it can be about trading, entrepreneurialism, if I said that right. Traveling, I've been traveling around the world now for 8 or 9 years. Whatever you guys want to ask, I'll be happy to go ahead and answer them. So let's go ahead and get started. First question here I have them all notated here on my phone. Is from Lethal Hunter. I'll call you Lethal, all right, first name. Which candlesticks are better and its time frame for intraday? And the time period of charts too. We'll be waiting your advice. So, Lethal Hunter, we don't trade with candlesticks. Reason why we do not trade with candlesticks is because we use something called ticks, which are bars of transactions. So, one of the things that you have to know about trading or investing or whatever you're doing is that the most important thing is psychology when it comes to trading, okay? So when you're looking at a candlestick chart, whether it's 1 minute, 5 minute, 10 minute, 30 minute, 60 minute, you're looking at a period of time. We look in period of transactions. And we do that because by looking at every transaction, we're able to see every transaction in the market. So within a 1 minute bar, you only see one bar. Whereas in a 1 minute bar, I might see 1 million transactions. And that helps with a lot of things because in order to be successful trading, it's obviously not about indicators and charts. I'm sure in Forex you guys use 20 different charts to look at 10 different markets, which are the biggest pairs, and then all the indicators and everything. We try to simplify everything down to the crudest form, and by looking at transactions, we're able to actually see every movement in the market, especially the manipulation in the market, which is something that's very, very big right now. So I'm not going to recommend a best time frame because I don't think they're the best thing to trade with. I think you should trade with ticks because tick charts are something that's going to be able to show you all the detail in the market, much like order flow or even volume profile, for example, market profile as well, and also allow you to simplify the process where you don't have to look at 20 billion charts, look at 20 billion indicators, and then you can focus on something that's more important like your psychology. So that's the question. Look at ticks, don't look at time frames, period of time like candlestick charts because it's much better using ticks. I've been using them for 15 years. They're much, much better, okay? So I hope I answered your question there, Lethal Hunter. Next question, Noel Garcia. Noel, if you can become consistent generating a stable income and quit your job to break away from the 9 to 5, what are the reasons for wanting to manage money? Noel, I think in the beginning everybody wants to manage money for the money aspect. So obviously if you're managing money, you can make a lot more money and you don't have to risk your own money. We've had several traders go out and get funded and they actually feel more comfortable trading somebody else's money so they don't lose their own. So you have to be self-aware about what kind of person you are. You have to know yourself. I think in this journey that a lot of you guys are taking to be able to learn how to trade, you guys are going to find that the most important thing is getting to know yourselves, right? So for some people it's that. I think for other people it has to do with, and we're just working on logistics here. So that's the first challenge, right? Is making sure that you want to make more money. The other challenge obviously would be that once you learn how to trade, you're going to see that trading isn't about money. Trading is really more about the challenge of dominating the market every day. And every master trader that I've trained, Jim Steele, Nikolai, Jared, Raul, all the new guys, Raul, Lana, Iceman, which is one of the guys that has been with us for a while. I think that for them, the challenge is really to not make money anymore because they're making it already trading, and you get to a point where you're making enough money to not worry about it. But then you get to a point where it's about the challenge of dominating yourself and winning every day, which is a much bigger goal, a much bigger challenge of being able to just manage a lot more money, right? So that's something that the reasons why I think people would manage money in the markets, all right? So Noel, you had to think about, you wrote a paragraph here on YouTube. I'm gonna go ahead and get your questions here. The next question that you had, Noel, is, doesn't that put you back at your job? I think a person who is consistent enough can basically recycle their capital and pay themselves based on their performance. I guess having outside investors protects your capital while you're using theirs, but that seems like putting in all this hard work to quit your job to enjoy freedom, then you're right back to your job again. What's your take, Marcello? Thank you for the honest videos. I think I answered your question a little bit there, Noel, in terms of why people do it, but I think it's a really personal decision to be able to manage money, and I also believe that it's not necessary. It really depends on what your goals are, right? And I busted my knee, so if you guys see me hobbling around here, it's starting to hurt because of the weight. If somebody wants to make a lot of money, it's going to take them a lot of time to scale the money that they have, because going from just one contract to two or one position to two is a much larger psychological load on a trader than just trading one contract. So by having access to hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars, you can literally ramp up your scale pretty quickly, especially if you're getting returns in the market. So I don't think that it's going back to square one. I really think that it's having access to a certain avenue that you otherwise wouldn't have. Another example, Noel, would be something along the lines of, you want to be a businessman, but you've done it all on your own. But then you have access to mentors, and your mentors can teach you how to be able to do things properly, do things faster, do things more efficiently. So just because you have a mentor and they're giving you access to more information, more tools, doesn't mean you're going back to the beginning. At the end of your life, Noel, you're not going to get brownie points for doing things on your own, right? At the end of their life, whatever religion you believe in, you're not going to sit in front of God and he's going to be like, well, Noel, you did it on your own. You got extra brownie points. I'm going to give you an extra cappuccino here in heaven. See what I mean? So I think it's personal decisions. I think it's a matter of you deciding what you want to do, what your personal goals are. I fund traders because I'm looking to make more money with my own money, and one of the best investments I've seen is trading, because obviously, one of the most conservative traders that we trade here in Latin America, I think made 387%, if I remember the number correctly, in 11 months. I don't know any other place other than somebody starting a business or investing in startups where you're going to get those kind of returns. So that's why I fund traders. So that, I hope, is the answer to your question, Noel, in terms of being able to fund traders. I'm going to go ahead and look at the second question here. Let's take a look. Give me 1 second to kind of get my bearings. All right, here we go. Next question from S.W. Willis. Willis, I'm just going to call you Willis, all right? Willis, how much money shall I save up so I can fly to where you are and teach me your lessons? I can only dream. Willis, I don't, one of the beauties when it comes to day trading is that you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to travel anywhere to be able to learn how to do this. We have physical centers around the world because I have traders that physically come here and trade our money, so it's a matter of control. And obviously we have to make sure that they're doing well psychologically, emotionally, all that good stuff. But the majority of the training that we do is online. So we have traders from all over the world, Europe, China even, Australia, Africa, even all over Latin America. We're going to start our trading program soon in Arabic as well, because I see a great opportunity to find traders as well. So you don't have to go anywhere to be able to learn from us. You can learn from us directly online. That's really, I guess, the best answer I can give you, Willis. So I appreciate the gesture. Thank you very much. I think I try, even though I do share my results with you guys and everything, I think that the industry unfortunately paints a picture that isn't very real when it comes to day trading, right? Everybody says you're going to be able to make $1 million tomorrow. Yeah, just study this, buy this $100 course, and tomorrow you're going to be able to retire with your Ferrari. And I try to be a little bit honest with you guys because unfortunately I fell for that same gag when I was 18 years old, taking out $25,000 and losing it in a month. I don't want you guys to go through that. So You know, it's a process. It's a discipline. You can learn it from online, Willis. And if you're willing to sacrifice things to be able to learn how to do this, then you'll get there. Matter of time, I can't give you because that depends on every single trader. So I'll go ahead and leave this video there, guys. If you have any more questions, don't forget, mark them, hashtag Ask Marcello, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, wherever you guys want to ask the questions, I'll pull them, I'll answer them, and I'll see you guys soon.